Hello Scorpio, welcome to your April monthly reading and to my channel. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification button and leave a comment. I'd like to know what you think about the reading. We have here already a card, and that's the card that came out for the month of April when I was doing your yearly reading. And it's a very beautiful card, the High Priestess, number 2 of the major arcana, beautiful feminine energy archetype, but which indicates working inside of us, working with energies, working with the spiritual, working in the night, working with the subconscious. And I mean, in this time where we have to stay at home, it's something that we all have to do in a way to work with the energy of the High Priestess. But the High Priestess is much more than just sitting inside and working inside. She really works with those things that are invisible. So let's see, what does she mean? What's her mission this month? I mean, yeah, it's interesting. It's almost like taking a break, you know, because we have here the Fool, and we had the Fool for the month of January, I think, for you. And it was that start, that beginning, that taking a leap of faith. You know, taking a leap of faith into something new, in communicating, in going out in public, in seeing the positive side of things, taking the other road, taking the other possibility, trusting in the universe, trusting that you are a son, a daughter of the God. But actually, how I understand the High Priestess here, and it is underneath, we have the 5 of Swords. It's like the High Priestess, it's a moment to check in, a moment to reconnect to your higher purpose. Because in between we have, like in between the Fool and then you have the Chariot, which is like what's driving us towards our goal and our mission. We have the 5 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords, it's like, what? With all these 3 beautiful major arcana we get in the middle of 5 of Swords? 5 of Swords, it's like a dirty battle. It's like an ordinary, low vibration way of acting. It's an egoistic way of acting. It's like getting caught in insignificant ways of handling and dealing and playing in the everyday life. But what this means for me, it's like, be aware not to get trapped in that low vibration energy of the everyday. Like, what I mean by that, like, don't get trapped in the game that everybody else is playing. You know? Because sometimes it's like that. In society, we do sometimes things that everybody else is doing. Because everybody is doing that, so we end up acting like that. But just remember, the High Priestess is here to call you and to say, listen, you started a journey. You started the hero's journey. This is not anymore the ordinary people. This is not anymore you do what everybody else does. This is not anymore you play the game that everybody else plays. You are taking your own path. You are working with high values. You cannot step down in energy, in truth, in way how you handle your energy and what it has been given to you. It's a check that you have to do. It's a break that you have to take, and it's good that this is happening right now because you have to check to make sure not to fall back and start doing the game that everybody else does. Even last month, it's like you have to do it your own way. You have your own path. But the High Priestess, it's here to remind you to connect with your higher purposes, with your higher powers. It's about meditation. It's about relating with God, with the divine, with Mother Nature, with the source, with the high source. Get inside, not only inside of the house, get inside of yourself. And why do we get inside of ourselves? Because that's, you know, the divine is centered everywhere, so it is in you. Make sure to check again with the divine where you are, where you stand with your journey, with your passion, with your new you, with the mission that you have. Because you started that already and something came in your path and it has dropped a little bit down your energy. And it's beautiful here because we have the High Priestess and we have the Chariot. And the Chariot, if you can see here, the High Priestess and the Chariot are both very balanced cards. They have this, the black column, the white column, the black Sphinx, the white Sphinx, male energy, female energy. He has the star, she has the moon in her head. They are driven by something higher. So you will get back on track. It's like, for sure, your journey is continuing. But like the High Priestess, it's there to, you know, to remind you. You have to check with the divine. You have to check with the higher sources. You always have to be true to these high sources. That's the only truth. These are the only rules. And if you want to know more about what I mean with the high sources, I have here a playlist. I will link it to the self-realization teachings. You know, it is necessary. It is necessary to meditate every day, more than once a day. It is necessary to be connected to the source and to know what you are doing, because otherwise, if we don't do, it's all about the practice. If we don't practice what we believe and what we think, we fall down in the ordinary issues of the everyday life. Like the Five of Swords, like a dirty game, a useless game, an ego trapped individualistic energy. Like you are trapped in this egoistic environment. And you are doing good there. It's not that you're not doing good. It's just like, I mean, what is this? I mean, don't let it pull you down to that level. You're now working somewhere else. You're working in a higher vibration. You are this hero's journey. It's special what you are doing. You can't be anymore just a human caught by karma and karmic law and trapped in egoistic and bad behaviors. Bad, not, but like, you know, not high vibration. And just like the journey is sure, the Chariot is telling that you will find that balance, that you will continue. It's just like check in, reconnect. It's a reminder to reconnect the High Priestess in this moment here. And it's okay, you know. Nobody's expecting from you to be perfect. And from me and from nobody else. No, it's just like the high priestess that reminds you. It's like the the cure, you know, in these times of this pandemic, where everybody's looking for the cure. That's the cure for our fight in the everyday life, for our struggles, for the problem that we are facing. It's spirituality. It's going back, it's concentration, going back to the source, checking with the source every day, because otherwise we forget in this life that repeats itself, that works almost automatically. We fall into these traps. It's totally normal, but just that's the cure, you know. That's the medication that you need to take. And it's I mean, this Five of Swords, it's interesting, this Five of Swords, because maybe even this Five of Swords, it's not you. Maybe this is somebody else in your environment. And the only way that you have to deal with it is just like connect to the spiritual, to your spirituality. That's the only power. Because it looks like this Five of Swords is interrupting your journey. And don't let anybody like this in your environment, super egoistic, that is playing a game with you. You know, and you come in peace, and you come making offers, like emotional offers. You're being gentle, you're being approachable, you're being passionate, you're believing, you look beautiful. And then, I mean, to approach who and what? A Seven of Swords. A sneaky energy, a super egoistic energy. I'm getting very bad vibes right now. And that's here in the middle of the reading. You have like this Five of Swords, and this kind of people, this kind of situation, they even make it look like it's your fault. You know? They pull you into games because they played so low vibration, and then you are lowering your standards, you are going in their vibration, and then you are playing their games, and of course you are going to lose. Because you can't play that game. You have standards. You believe in other things, so you better don't play. You lose. And what happens here is just, it doesn't change them. It doesn't change the other person, because they are only acting from their ego. So they don't understand your high purposes. They say, they think, oh, I'm winning. They are a loser. I won. It's only me, 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 me. Very bad. It's trapped. They are trapped in that reality. It's not that they hate you or whatever, but be sure not to. I mean, what can you do? What can you do? Because it looks like, you know, you tried. You came in peace. You made love offers. You had that passion, you became very courageous, you took that action, you approached them, but oh my God, like they are Seven of Swords. They are looking for shortcuts. They don't have the high values that you have, the high values that you believe in. They don't. All they have is a Seven of Swords, or they are thinking it's what can I win for myself when other people are not looking. I mean, they are winning by using strategies which are nasty. Liars, thieves. It's low vibration energy. It's not that I have anything against them, it's just that they are not making the full game. They are not playing by the rules. And with the rules, I mean the high rules. They are looking for shortcuts. And you are doing the work. You have been doing the work all these years. You know, and you have taken that journey and you have taken that leap of faith and you are working. I mean, the chariot is here. You will overcome this, totally overcome this, totally overcome this. And the high priestess is there to remind you that you have values, that you are working with divine beliefs here. And I know that you come in peace. I know that you approach, I know that you are loving and caring, and you found that passion and that motivation, and you know, left pride aside and then really made an effort to approach these people. But they are not even looking at you, you know. They are coming towards you, but they don't even look at you. They look at what they can win from this situation, and somehow they made it to pull you in this game, pull you in this game, and you even refused to fight because it's not in your level to do these things. So it's just like a little break in energy. But the high priestess is there to remind you that you are connected to the divine. You are the divine. So please make sure to check in with your beliefs and to understand that everything that anybody that does not share your beliefs, you know, you can't have a future with them, because it would mean that every time you have to lower down your standards in order to be with them. And the thing is that even that you can do. But the point is that when you do that, they are not being thankful. They are not learning from you. Instead, they are using it to empower themselves. And the problem here is that they are dedicating all this to themselves. And you are dedicating it all to the divine. So it's not about you. You have overcome yourself for years now. It's that other people have not been able to overcome themselves. They are just relating to themselves and to their resources and to what they have and to material world. And they are dirty, they are filthy, they are in their heart. I mean, they might look good, but like inside they are empty. They have nothing, and you have a journey here that is waiting for you. And you have been, you know, before you have been following, you have giving resources to this kind of energy. This has been dragging you a little bit, and right now it's like you can't do it anymore. You can't. You have to replace this here with the high priestess, and that's the suggestion here, because you are on this major journey. And I mean, I know you are alone right now, but who knows? I mean, the chariot could be as well a male, beautiful male energy that comes your way, and you have to take that leap of faith in that direction. But make sure to be connected, to stay connected to your purpose, to the divine, to the high power, to the source. That's what feeds you, because you work with those ideals, which are reality for you. And I have again a prayer for each of you that I take from the Whispers from Eternity, this beautiful book of prayers from Paramhansa Yogananda, and the book is edited by his disciple Swami Kriyananda. And I think this prayer, affirmation, it fits well to the times right now. So it's the prayer number 188, driving the rebel king ignorance. Almighty mystic judge of life, I asked thee in my hall of soul-stillness, what is sin? thy whispers of silence, dim at first, grew into bright articulation of thoughts. I heard and understood thy meaning. Sin is a rebel king. His name is ignorance. Ignorance is the perpetrator of all evil, the main root of the tree of ill health, the primal cause of all error and soul-blindness. King Ignorance and his army of bacteria, physical disease, mental desires, dullness, and false ambitions, spiritual indifference of high truths, have been devastating the nourishing harvest fields of spirituality. That harvest of countless fulfillments was ripe for reaping when the harsh tread of error trampled it to the ground. I wanted to weep with despair when I heard thy voice whispering to me in my soul. The sun of my protection shines on thee always, equally on the sunny days and on the cold, black, nocturnal hours. Thou should always have faith in me and smile, for the greatest of all sins against me is not to be happy. Let the ripples of unceasing smiles play over thy face. Through their transparency, my light will come to thine assistance. By smiling with determined happiness, thou wilt always please me. How beautiful. Very beautiful. This was the reading. I hope you liked it. Please leave a comment, donate if you wish to, so I can keep these readings for free. And I will see you next month. Bye.